It's a cool, pleasant winter morning with a promise of some great cricket. We are at the magnificent Niranjan Shah Stadium, Rajkot, as the Indian team take on Ireland in the second game of the series. It's the IDFC First Bank series between India Women's and Ireland Women. It's a 3-game series. India, one up in the series, would look to seal the deal here.
In this game with Smriti Mandhana, captain, we have Harleen and Jemima who would want to score some runs, but the 100-run partnership between Tejal and the youngster Pratika was the pick. When we talk about the vice captain Deepti Sharma, it's going to be a 100th ODI, a proud moment.
A bit more freedom, and she has that same field we saw on day one.
What an interesting field this one. You got a short third and a catchy. Finds the gap, gets off the mark. That's a strength. Beautifully played. The first ball that she plays straight out of the middle. Oh, there she goes. Pratika Rawal off the back foot. One bounce into the boards. Nicely played. We've seen it all. It's just the third over. We've seen back foot pull, back foot punch and a cover drive. Third boundary of her innings.
Milestone.
That should be 4 wide. Yes, it is. Confirmation from Virendra Sharma. There'll be 5 runs.
Bat.
Another great example of that flow that you're talking about. And the sound of the bat. Magnificent. Chipped in the air, in the gap. Gets a boundary of the last ball of the over. 6 overs done, 46 without loss.
Shot. She was just waiting for that short pitch delivery to not only pounce on it but dispatch it for a maximum.
Her onside play is getting better and better.
Just an example yet again from Pratika Rawal's consistency and shot selection. 64 without loss. Both face the situation where we obviously have to have that adaptability. The quick single. Very nice from Pratika Rawal, and good contribution from Smriti to respond in that match.
Normally, Smriti Mandhana takes a bit of time and ensures that things played away nicely into the gap. Another boundary for Smriti Mandhana. This is shot, begging to be hit. And for a batter like Smriti Mandhana.
And again. Boundary to finish an expensive over. 75 without loss. Just regulation outside off stump. Perfect timing to the boundary for Smriti Mandhana. 82 without loss. Just admire with the perfect timing from Smriti Mandhana.
If you're a fielder on the offside, dispatch to the boundary.
Sublime touch. It's all about timing. Gets into a great position, very well balanced, and presents the full face of the...
Wow. Standing tall and hitting that boundary. Impressive from the left-hander.
She's able to pick it up and place it in the gap. There are 2 boundary riders on the leg side.
Will be a challenge for the fielder, who does excellent to get to that ball in the outfield. Saraf.
Muzumdar feels like he needs to get in and have a bat there.
50 for Smriti Mandhana. as a captain leading the way with her 30th half century for India.
2024 was a good year, and 2025 it started great too. 142. Just continuing her purple patch.
Outstanding. Pratika Rawal ends the over in a stylish stroke over the mid-off fielder. 106 without loss.
Nicely played. Playing the field, mid-off was inside, got a nice stride forward. Just took it straight. You can see how her eyes zero in.
Fabulous shot. Knew exactly what she was doing it. Wanted to play it fine over the infield. That's exactly what she did.
She places that shot over short fine. There was a fielder placed on the ring. She knows exactly where she's playing.
Freya. This is tight. This is going to be tight. Whoa. Had to put in a dive.
Never a run. It bounced nicely up into the hands of Laura Delaney. Little pause as well, which could have spelled curtains for Pratika Rawal, and it would have been out. I just wondered if Freya Sargent had balance in form.
It's up in the air and goes all the way. Was a half a chance in the end. Parries it over the boundary, and with that 6, another half century for the young sensation Pratika Rawal, her 3rd half century in 5 innings. Brilliant from the youngster.
For a second, she would have had her heart in the mouth looking at the fielder attempting for a catch at the boundary line. Well, it did touch her hand. A little difficult there. Impressive young kid there. 55 or 53 balls.
Well, are we seeing
for her?
Morans, down leg side. Off the bat given.
But flash gripping it a little bit too much, perhaps. And she's great at picking up that line. Pratika Rawal goes down on the back knee and just helps it around the corner.
Hit straight down the ground. A top effort. But won't be able to stop that boundary.
Round. A little slower off the wicket, but she manages to hold her shape, giving direction to the shot.
Difficult to play that.
A little overcompensation from Arlene Kelly, dropping a tad bit on the shorter side and gets punished again.
Smriti Mandhana, I'm not sure she'd worry about it anyway, but it is another slower delivery. They've obviously done their homework, because Arlene Kelly has a number of different slower deliveries.
No mistake from Smriti this time. It goes long, goes all the way. The 150 partnership comes up as well.
And she's really timed the ball well. Look at that. I mean, she's dragged it from, but the connect was so good. Clears the boundary.
That is glorious. That is imperious.
With great pace comes great responsibility. Slightly gives some space on the offside. Smriti Mandhana, well, she hit the fielder the previous delivery. She wasn't going to do the same again. You just got to watch that.
Gone this time, finally. And it's Dempsey again. She will be extremely relieved with that catch.
After that drop catch, 12 runs added. Cross seam delivery again. Georgina Dempsey made sure as Georgina Dempsey did on that occasion. So it's been absolutely wonderful to watch. But Ireland, hate to say she's missed out.
Another opportunity at 3 where she's done so well in this position. Gets an over here. And gets a wicket, is it? Yes, it is! First up! How things change, and after a couple of maybe half chances going down, picked up a catch and then a win. That's the IDFC First Bank review.
On-field decision was out. Check the feet, and it's a fair delivery. We start with front-on vision. Okay, bat passes over the ball. Can we go to ultra edge, please?
It looks very
Standing
adjusted.
by. Next frame, clear gap. Thank you. Flat line, clear gap. Okay, pitching line, impact in line, and wickets is hitting. So we'll go back on field, and you're on screen signal now.
Yeah, confirmation from Jemimah. And 908. Now what a comeback for Georgina Dempsey.
It wasn't Nima and Harleen were definitely looking to use this opportunity.
Continuing. Inside edge. Running away. 3 fielders converging.
Yeah, Dempsey will feel pleased by creating a fall. Either the softness of the white ball or the lack of a feeling. The fluency hasn't come out between the...
And they've ensured that they have not given too many singles. As
Nicely placed. 1,000 runs for Jemimah Rodrigues. 2 boundaries in the over.
1,000 runs in ODI for Jemimah Rodrigues. The 11th Indian to do so. Waiting previous occasion. And then playing inside the line of the ball to find the gap and the timing.
Long partnership. There it is, 1,000 runs for Jemimah Rodrigues. Pulled away in the gap. 2 boundary gap again, and the boundary.
The batter's way of spinner, and that's the reason she's dragging it short and providing the opportunity.
Boundary coming after 22 balls here.
The order Prendergast.
That is glorious. That's what Harleen can do. The one she perfection.
Pitched up to her. No mistake from Harleen. Mid-off drive from Harleen Deol. Showing a foot. They should only add more confidence.
18 World Cup. She was the bowler to watch. You know, they were all looking.
Well, that's a good shot. That's a fantastic down the track, and the 50 partnership comes up.
He's shown a lot of confidence in playing that shot, this bat. And you really need to hold that shape if you really want to give direction to the ball.
Oh, another glorious straight drive. Just leaning into it.
He's just trying to match shot to shot with her. It was a slower delivery or variation. But she timed it off drive. Usually when as a batter, when we find the gaps right in.
The slow delivery, didn't time it, but doesn't matter. We'll clear the
Usually so reliable, Arlene Kelly, but she's missing at the bat because she caught it right on the end of the bat. Managed to lift it over.
Georgina Dempsey to bowl a 7th. That's a good shot. It wasn't a bad delivery, but that starts the over with a boundary.
She's placed it well. Risky player. But since the time she's come back into the ODI squad, she's worked to play in front.
this opportunity to bat higher up in the order. He's found the gap and
Cross seam delivery, got a little bit more bounce. Just had to beat that point fielder. Maybe a little bit of a miss.
That's 35, climbed up to 75 in using her feet, but this time finding the fielder. Oh no!
A gift. Alana Dalzell, the boundary, trying to prevent the second run. And she should have been thinking about just picking the ball up. Just didn't get down quickly enough. Down lower earlier, Georgina Dempsey.
Oh, not really, not really. 242 for 2 after 35.
Is compounding their problems because they're bowling on a good pitch. They're bowling in favor of the batters. Go to you the rest, and that'll go to the boundary. He brings up the 250 of the innings. Lovely shot this from Harleen. Using
Deep fielders as well. Deep mid-wicket and long on. Action. Timing has been
Up and over this time. The England. We are going for the shots now.
she had to reach out for it and getting a big stride out and extending the bat. He strike that. Around and get the ones and twos. This is exactly what I was talking about.
Kind of has to swat at that one.
Fuller closer to Jemimah Rodrigues. She's been punished because there's not so much.
Down the ground. A few more of those.
A little bit straight. Again, head on up inside the ring. It's almost a free hit. Even if you get it wrong, that is deliveries as well.
Will she find the fielder? No, she's found the gap. Partnership comes up.
Trying to correct her Sargent. It's
Well, that's the boundary there. It's a good shot.
yeah, definitely down legs.
Boundary line on the onside. Goes for a big shot. Will clear. She gets it. She gets a boundary.
Yeah, 13 from that over. 328 for 2. It's Prendergast. Oh, it's a cracking shot. That's very good cricket.
Thought process, I would say, by Jemimah, because the previous over of Prendergast, to try enough room to throw her bat over point.
Oh, that sounded good. That sounded very good.
innings. Bottom hand absolutely powered through. Look at it. Fantastic stuff. Gabby Lewis had moved.
Starts over the slow delivery and straight to the fielder. But it's been a fabulous, fabulous knock.
She really made up. The shot was on. It's just that it was quite full. She couldn't get the elevation required to clear.
India 89 from 84. India 339 for 3.
Richa Ghosh. Let her strike rate 89. Oh, circa for Jemimah. Takes advantage of that. Cricketer. This is her highest score in ODIs as she
stepped out, was nowhere close to the pitch of the ball, but she managed to work on connecting it well. Was able to clear that field.
Nicely done, nicely done.
There's not much pace. She's also someone who usually plays those reverse sweeps. Very good. This is good awareness.
That's more like her.
This is what makes her so difficult to bowl to, Richa Ghosh, because there aren't many in the... Plays on the back foot, over mid-off. There's probably a handful of cricket.
Oh, opportunity taken this time. She would make no mistake with that one. Richa Ghosh's cameo comes to an end.
Looking to repeat the dose. This one had a little bit more in it than the previous one from Orla Prendergast. Be entertaining as always from her. Goes for 10 from just 5 deliveries. Indians their...
Cuts it in the gap, and that's a maiden ODI 100. It's taken her a while to get to a first ODI 100. 102 of just 90 for deliveries. Oh, that's unfortunate. But a magnificent innings comes to an end.
Later stage of her career, later stage of her innings, you know, trying to play it finer, but wonderful innings from Jemima.
Really fabulous innings from Jemima. 102 of 91. 300 for a while, but finally gets to her first ODI 100. Last ball. A good last over for Marlene Kelly. Just 7 from that last over. It's massive. It's going to be a huge, huge ask from Ireland to cross this. Yeah, electing to bat first. Started off really well.
Taking on Ireland in the second one-day international, coming to you live in front of Ireland to level the series. Indian side, two contrasting dressing rooms as the two openers walk out.
Do we look to bat 50 overs? Well, knowing Gabby Lewis, she doesn't pull any punches. She'll be looking to win the game despite...
Forbes, still very early in her ODI career, which shows plenty.
Recognised around the world, I think, after that first game. 92 for her. 50 games.
Inquiry, and they decided to take the IDFC First Bank.
TV Umpire 2 Director, we have a player review for LBW. On-field decision was out. Okay, that pass is close to the ball. Can we go to Ultra Edge, please? Okay, and pause there. Yep, I have the ball on the bat and I have a clear not out. Stand by, and you're on screen. Signal now, please.
First ball,
Review retained.
excellent. This is confidence oozing out.
Was on offer, but nicely driven, fine, bodes well.
Especially since you got out caught behind in slip, a sharp chance, deeply sharp.
Beautiful timing, excellent. One better than the...
Well, we've seen do it today. Well, she started just as she left off in game one. Classical cover drive, and it's really
areas where a batter would feel they're not similar, they're slightly different, but we need...
That's exactly the delivery she bowled in game one to get rid of Sarah Forbes.
This is lovely striking. The balance in that shot was the key from Gabby Lewis.
You mentioned the balance and the head position as well. Plays it right under her eyes, and only fast outfield, and it races away.
She wants the two. Just a couple of runs, Forbes.
Good play. She plays this nice and late, helps it along.
Just admire. That's all you would like to do looking at this.
That previous clip off the legs, this is even better. A little more flourish. Looking for a bit of swing, doesn't quite get the same position right. Really what?
She never closes.
Oh, give in. Brilliant of not nicking it, and hence the review.
And pause there. Okay, I have the ball on the bat and I have on screen signal now.
Got it right, Vrinda Rathi.
Lock.
She's an excellent umpire. Seeing the back of Gabby Lewis, gone for 12, 32 for one island.
Accurate with that. But this is... It's pitch too short. Pitch is too short.
That would pick the length quickly enough and just clubbed it over the mid-wicket. She'll be far better off as far as accuracy is concerned if it.
That's a good shot, very well timed. A boundary after a very long time.
Punch it through that air region. Despite having a fielder on the boundary,